Still in the World Cup qualifiers during the international break. He was straight back into training ahead of this one. Soon after landing, looked set and ready to add more stardust to a team that's been looking pretty good already this season.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's going to be the big question, where he fits into that star-studded front line that's been on fire so far. Al-Dassari, Mitrovic, Malcolm, all with 4 goals already, and to think they've got this man to come in and add to that firepower must be pretty scary for the rest of the league.
Yeah, he's not a bad one to throw into the mix, is he? And Alexander Mitrovic, meanwhile, has been plundering goals at an astonishing rate, including a hat-trick against Etihad in the last match, the 4-3 victory in the big classic.
Yeah, an unbelievable comeback performance and result there that he's got.
Well, there's the main man. Al Hilal fans will be happy tonight to see their record signing fit and available for selection, because they've had to be patient, haven't they? 60,000 came to the stadium last month.
Playing in the Saudi Pro League probably even 6 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I don't think too many would have believed, you know, and to see Neymar, which probably the real icing on the cake. Going back and playing in Central and the Caribbean, Central America and the Caribbean, when you had to come back to the UK and then try and turn it around as quickly as he has done, I think it's a sensible decision. But I'm sure that we're going to see him play some part tonight. That's what everybody's here for. Yeah,
I think we may well see him at some point, but the team have done exceedingly well without him. They will go to the top of the table if they win this match this evening. They're unbeaten so far, 4 wins. And a real air of expectancy. I think many eyes in the stadium on the bench rather than the pitch at the start of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not one that certainly I would have liked to have done when I was playing.
Abdullah Al-Khaibari.
I think he's had a few of those in his time.
A little bit cooler than many of the games we've had
on the training ground. Didn't quite get the last bit of it right. You can see what they're trying to do, just change the angle of the ball coming in.
Suffered a fractured jaw during the 2-1 win over Argentina when he collided with the goal.
Al-Dassari on that left-hand side, really important. That's when I look at Al Hilal, and yes, they've gone out and they've bought some of the best players.
Top of the table, leading 2-0 at half-time. There's Neymar among the substitutes this evening, which is where he will stay for now, quite clearly. But plenty of eyes in the stadium on him and around the world as well, as the Brazilian superstar, fit enough to join the matchday squad for the World Cup qualifier. Played in 2 matches for Brazil. Those 2 goals mean that he is now
so venomously.
It's first season in the Saudi Pro League.
He just takes that extra touch, rolls it, and doesn't get the finish that he wants.
Well, there's a hubbub in the stadium, an excitement in the stands, and that's why.
Yeah, he looks like he's about ready to come on and make a mark. As you say, he's had a good week.
Because another global superstar is about to take the field in Saudi Arabia. And this for the substitutions about to be made by Jorge Jesus. Well, they've had to be patient, they've had to wait, but the Al-Dassari. So key to much of their play on the left-hand side. Michail making way for Neymar. And Al-Dassari. And here now comes Malcolm. Surging forward, support arriving. Mitrovic, here's the chance. Alexander Mitrovic puts it wide.
Oh, has to score. Again, Neymar straight involved. There's a lovely touch. Just seeing it here, look. Lovely little layoff. Malcolm drives with the ball, commits the defenders, pockets and positions in that number 10 position.
Well, you want star quality during the summer. And Neymar just laying the ball off. He's available on the edge of the penalty area. It's into Neymar, the little flick, collected by Malcolm, and almost three changes for Al Hilal. They're looking to just reorganise a little bit as
delivery for a change from Al Riyadh and Masona again swings it out to the back post, and
really got it now. Malcolm, he'll take the return. Here's Neymar. Oh, what a flick! Keeper comes out, slammed into the back of the net. Referee lets it go, and Al Hilal lead by 3-0. And the substitute, Nasser Al-Dawsari, who's only been on the field for a couple of minutes, pads out their lead to 3 goals.
Yeah, again, another scintillating move. Neymar involved so quickly into the action since he's come on to the football pitch, and again, Malcolm...
He was clattered, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He looked like he was going to be one to get the goal. Keeper comes out. I'm sure it would have been a penalty if it wasn't put in the back of the net. But again here, quick bit of play. And this is when they've looked really dangerous. Move the ball quick. What a brilliant little pass that is from Neymar.
So we would expect Neymar just settling in like a duck to water and getting involved in the attacking play immediately and making telling contributions.
Yeah, and he certainly looks like he's enjoying himself so far. Again, said at the start of the game, it's probably the ideal scenario if they can get a couple of goals up last half an hour or so, just to ease himself into life in Saudi Arabia. Make it as comfortable as it has been so far tonight.
Short ball there from Neymar. Wants a return. This is...
I'm sure his eyes lit up the moment that free kick was given. This is A1 position for
I don't
Neymar.
rate Milinkovic-Savic's chances much of getting this free kick, do you?
No, I don't think anyone else is thinking that it's not going to be Neymar taking this.
12 minutes to go. Neymar's got a sight of goal here with this free kick. But the wall does its job, and it's the Belgian Dino Aslanagic again who got his head in the way.
Again, Neymar here just on that free kick. Was a really good area.
And Koulibaly with the chance to clear, and Alakel is the player at the far post as here comes Neymar, stretching his legs for the blue and white of Al Hilal. Support arriving from Malcolm, who makes it 4. The assist for Neymar, the goal for Malcolm. The Brazilians combine. 4-0 to Al Hilal, top of the league tonight.
Yeah, and Samba football in Saudi Arabia tonight. Malcolm, who again has been excellent throughout the course of tonight, and Neymar picking up those positions. The minute he's come onto this pitch, he has looked pure quality. Looks like he really does fancy the role that he's been given, the atmosphere. Really looking like this is going to be a brilliant addition to this league. You see here they break, Koulibaly does well. Neymar, lovely touch. You're thinking at one point, is he going to go himself and try and get off the mark? But good run from Mitrovic, just takes the defender away. And Malcolm, not his sweetest strike, certainly not one of his best this season. Campagna, who has been excellent tonight, will be really disappointed with that. But just look at Mitrovic's run here, just drags the defender. You can see him point in there. Malcolm comes onto it on that trusty left foot, but Campagna will be really disappointed with that effort.
Malcolm. Al-Barak. They're looking for a handball, and Neymar puts it just wide.
Has he given it for a penalty here? I think he might have done.
The referee gives a penalty for handball, which is what we thought at the time. That's what they were claiming.
I think it was the first initial defender when he comes back. Just here. Do they try and let Neymar get off the mark? It seems as though the crowd want it.
5 minutes to go. The crowd want Neymar. Mitrovic having scored from the spot in the first half. And Al-Dawsari does in the second. He kept his cool. He coped with the pressure. Smiles all round. Al Hilal, 5-star show against Al Riyadh.
Yeah, no problem at all for Al Darsari there. And there was a bit of extra pressure. You could see the crowd from Mitrovic, which was incredible. Another one earlier on. So it could have been a lot worse. He's, again, stuck to his task. He will be disappointed with that, though.
Yeah, Al Riyadh in the bottom three as it stands at the moment.
Make it as comfortable as it has been so far tonight.
Short ball there from Neymar. Wants to return. This is Neves. He's got Nasser Al Darsari available on the far side. Lovely little exchange of passes, and Salem Al Darsari rolling it into utter dominance in terms of the pattern of the play. Never mind the scoreline. Smothered shot there from the Brazilian.
Yeah, but again, gets himself into that little...
Through towards Ranmi, but Koulibaly collects. Neymar. Cano leaving it first, laid to the far side. Salman Faraj.
But one of the real superpowers of Saudi Arabian football in Al Hilal.
Neymar sending the ball forward. Could spell further difficulty here for the new
table this season, and don't think many teams with the greatest respect.
Here's Neymar, tees it up. Good save, Campagna, but it is number 6, Salem Al Darsari.
And that is the icing on the cake for Al Hilal. Again, Campagna does well initially to save the first shot, but doesn't get helped out at all by his defenders. And as we've seen previously, Al Darsari running in unopposed for a tap-in, which we saw the other Al Darsari do earlier on in that.
Is Mitrovic. Here's Alexander Mitrovic, sighting a goal, trying to tee it up. Neymar almost all the way.
Just trying to be too clever there, I feel. Does really well to burst on to it again. Mitrovic, such an important focal point, able to go and play off there. Gets a little touch, unselfish. You can see he just tries to nick it.
That was a lovely touch from Alexander Mitrovic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and that's what he brings to this team. You just see Neymar there, but again...
Ball is Mitrovic. Here's Alexander Mitrovic, sighting a goal, trying to tee it up. Neymar almost...
That, you know, we spoke about goalkeepers having to be alert when they're not really getting tested when you're a centre-forward that hasn't had too much service, but to stay alive when that ball comes in the box, far superior.
Well, the bad news for Al Riyadh, we're playing 9 minutes at the end of this game, 9 minutes in which things can only potentially... Very little for him to work with this evening in this one. There'll be better days and days of greater opportunity.
Be on the pitch and getting that first.
Al Hilal runaway winners against Al Riyadh. 2 up at the break, adding 4 more in the second half.